What's going on, everybody? My name is Walid. So this week's video is going to teach new photographers 3 tips that's going to help you with photo shoots. So I'm at my cousin's house. It's a little echoey, but the lighting is good and I want to get this done for you guys. So here are the 3 tips that's going to get your photo shoots to move faster, especially when you're working with new models. Okay, so tip number 1 in getting a model to relax that's new to photo shoots is you got to understand that they are used to seeing themselves in their bathroom mirror or on their phone as a selfie mode. So what that means is the image that you show them that comes from your camera is not how they see themselves. How they see themselves is unlike what the rest of the world sees them as. It's kind of like when somebody hears their voice for the first time, they freak out, but the rest of us don't think it's anything odd at all. It's how we've always heard them. So if you see a model looking at the back of your camera or looking at the monitor, if you guys are tethering to the computer, so tip number 1, flip the image like this and they'll recognize themselves because that's the exact same way that they see themselves in a mirror. Although the rest of the world, you, me, our camera sees them the right way. Tip number 2, what I usually do is I pretend that something is up with my camera and this helps them relax. And I'm often, probably about every 10 seconds, repeating to them, hold up, you look great, let me just go ahead and I gotta do something with my settings. Whether I push a real button or not, it doesn't matter. I'm not really changing my settings. I'm shooting off some shots and then I keep looking at my camera and I have a frustrated face and it's all acting, good or bad acting, doesn't matter. But what I'm doing is I'm constantly telling them, you look good, the problem is not with you, the problem is my lighting, and then I keep firing off images. What happens is I tell them to always look at my camera, look right in my lens, and so they are perfectly relaxed, they're perfectly posed for a good photograph. In my case, I'm getting their shoulders dropped, I'm getting their neck relaxed, I'm getting their hands to be a little bit more natural like this instead of just really robotic, rigid. And that helps me get a really good image of them because they have now relaxed. They're waiting for me to pick up the pace. They're waiting for me to fix my mistakes because every 10 or 15 seconds, I remind them, no, you're good. I just have to change something with my settings. Let me do something with my lighting. Meanwhile, I keep shooting a lot of images, and by the time I'm done with my fake light test or my fake setup, whatever I have to do, I've already gotten the image that I need to get. So I'll shoot them for another minute. I'm like, okay, we're done. And they're surprised. They're like, we're done? I'm like, yeah, we're done. I lied to you. Tip number 3 to relaxing a new model is give them exact directions, all right? So I'll see a lot of people, like on Friday, I had a photo shoot with 4 brand new models, 4 new ladies, and they did tell me, you know what, you describe scenarios more than anybody else really has or what we've heard other people describe as. Even the client said, we've shot with other photographers and they don't go into as many details as you do. One of the reasons that I do that is because my version of give me a sexy look is different than your version or their version, right? Sexy is different to all of us. Confident is different to all of us. So when I give them an exact scenario, while it could be kind of funny, it leaves no room for interpretation. It leaves no room for mistake. What happens is that they know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll say, I want you to be annoyed at something, but not terribly annoyed, just like when you're standing in line and the person at the drive-thru in front of you is taking a little too long and you're now getting inconvenience. That slightest little inconvenience, that's what I'm looking for. The thing is, all of these scenarios, people are familiar with them. All of these scenarios are what connects us. It's what humanizes the entire experience. And they are able to now connect to that. They've gone through that. They know I've gone through that. They understand the commands and they're able to go there, which is a familiar place. Versus me saying, hey, give me sexy, give me seductive. Right off the bat, they're already nervous. They think that they look stupid. They don't know if their sexy face looks foolish or not. So what I do is I cancel out any possibility of misunderstandings and misinterpretations, and I give them the exact fantasy or exact storyline. And whether they laugh or not, I don't really care. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the image. Now, everybody else will forget all the stories. The only thing that people remember is the final product. Okay, so I hope that those 3 tips helped you. If you want to learn more about photography, follow me on Instagram at How to Photograph. And also, I give a free productivity sheet. If you click the link in the description, you'll get an instant download. This is the same productivity sheet that I've used over the years, and I keep refining it. I keep making it better. And this is the most comprehensive, the most effective productivity sheet that I use every single morning. I'll print it out. It has everything that you need. All you have to do is download it, print one for every single day. It's accountability, and it keeps everything organized in one sheet. So this is what I've been using every single day for my career. And when I'm not using it, I notice a difference in my business. When I am back on it, I notice a difference in my business. All right. So if you guys want a free copy of my daily productivity sheet, click the link in the description of this video and you'll get an instant download. You'll also join the newsletter, and then about once, twice, maybe 3 times a month, I send out an email. I give you guys some new tips on photography. You get freebies, you get discounts, or exclusive tutorials. All right, thanks so much. Thanks to my cousin for letting me use her living room with a good light. You're so stupid with this. Okay.